Prem despised his wife for being overweight. When they went out together and happened to run into someone he knew, Prem would instantly distance himself from Sandhya. He felt embarrassed to be seen with her. Every day, he stared at other women on the street, imagining that they were his wife instead. But in reality, Sandhya was far more accomplished than Prem. She was well educated and worked as a teacher. Prem, on the other hand, had failed his college entrance exams. His English was terrible, so he could only help out in his father's cassette shop. The two had met through an arranged introduction. When Prem's father learned that Sandhya was a teacher, he was very pleased. But Prem complained that she was too fat and that marrying her would make him lose face. His father scolded him on the spot. For someone like you who can't even learn English properly, getting any wife is already a blessing. Sandhya is such an educated woman. You should be grateful. Under pressure from his family, Prem eventually married Sandhya. But after the wedding, he never once touched her. Sandhya told her mother about it, and her mother advised, maybe he's just shy. Try being more affectionate. That night, Sandhya took the initiative and hugged Prem. Prem shut his eyes tight, trying to convince himself, as long as I keep my eyes closed, it doesn't matter who I'm with. Their parents, living next door, heard the sounds from the room and smiled with relief. But even after that first night of intimacy, Prem still couldn't truly accept Sandhya. A few days later, Prem attended a friend's wedding. The friend proudly showed him photos of his wife, a woman with a perfect figure. Looking down from the balcony at Sandhya, Prem couldn't help comparing, and bitterness filled his heart. He snapped at his friend, "Why do other men get such beautiful wives, while mine is fat and ugly?" His words were cruel, and he didn't realize Sandhya was standing right behind him. She had heard every insult. When Prem finally turned around, Sandhya slapped him hard across the face. Prem, humiliated, struck her back. Sandhya packed her things, left for her parents' home, and told them everything. Her mother urged her to forgive and forget, but Sandhya, being educated and independent, refused to accept such humiliation. She decided to file for divorce. Her mother objected, regretting ever letting her daughter go to college. "If you hadn't gone to university," she said, "you'd be like most Indian women. You'd know how to endure it." Eventually, the couple appeared in family court. According to local law, husband and wife must live together for 6 more months before a divorce can be approved. If the problems remained unsolved after that, the court would grant the separation. Both families were relieved by this ruling. A few days later, the town held its annual wife-carrying contest. The winner would receive a cash prize. Prem looked at Sandhya and initially didn't want to compete, but the thought of the prize money changed his mind. When the race began, other husbands sprinted forward with their wives on their backs, while Prem struggled step by step, barely keeping his balance. As they reached the tire obstacle, most couples fell and started arguing, but Sandhya gently guided Prem. "Watch your step. Don't step on the edge." Following her calm directions, they cleared the obstacle smoothly, gradually catching up with the others. Next came a narrow wooden bridge. Sandhya kept cheering him on. Prem, steady and determined, crossed safely again. Finally, they entered the muddy pit. Both of them fell hard into the mud. Prem looked around. Other wives were yelling at their husbands in anger, but Sandhya just smiled, not blaming him for anything. And at that very moment, Prem suddenly realized she was beautiful. He clenched his teeth, stood back up, hoisted Sandhya onto his back once more, and charged ahead with all his strength. They crossed the finish line, victorious. But even after winning, Prem didn't put Sandhya down. He kept carrying her, walking home together, ready to start their new life and their baby-making plan.